Hi, this is Andy Barber. In the 1960s, it was not uncommon for DJs to do split shifts, and in 1963 at KUKA, Henry Pena was doing just that. Wake-ups with a show called La Habla Pena, and then back every afternoon for the immensely popular Top Teens Tune Show. Henry Pena figured out early that product placement could really pay off. It was Pepsi Cola that wisely chose Henry to help them tap into the Hispanic market. And from that day in 1970 until now, we refer to him as Henry Pepsi Pena. His exposure and popularity exploded. It led to TV appearances and eventually the Pepsi Pena Dance Show. By then, his marquee value was at an all-time high, and never passing up an opportunity to grow as a broadcaster and a businessman, Henry seized every moment, traveling to 150,000-watt Border Blaster XEROK in El Paso, then back to San Antonio at KONO. Along the way, booking bands, promoting dance parties, and running Cobra Records, which produced plenty of South Texas regional radio stars. Hall of Fame radio personality and manager Lee Woods calls him the most talented man he has ever known. And folks can still enjoy his talents today on radio station KEDA and online at saoldies.com. He's gone full circle, and today he is here with family, friends, and a long list of fans who made the trek from the Alamo City to Cowtown to see him receive this prestigious honor. Henry Pepsi Pena is a 2016 inductee of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much. I'm sure some of you were wondering, why is it Pepsi Pena? No, I'm not related to Joan Crawford. She owns the Pepsi Cola company. Actually, back in the days when I was in radio, I got an opportunity from some gentleman by the name of Chip Atkins, who owned an advertising agency. Also, the Huntress brothers, who owned the Pepsi Cola bottling company in San Antonio. And, of course, Mr. Emilio Nicolas, who owned Channel 41. They were looking for a personality who could a local personality who would endorse a national product. Never been done before. This was 1969. They said, can you go up there and cut a pilot for us? I didn't know what a pilot was, but I said, yes, I can do that. I went up there and did it anyway. I got a bunch of kids, teenagers, to dance, because that's what I was doing back then. I was in the radio business. I promoted dances and had my own band and that kind of thing, so it just seemed natural. We hit the airwaves, and actually they said, we love the pilot. What are we going to call it? I already had that ready for them. So I said, if I give them a generic name, they can always get rid of me. So I got to stick my name in there so they won't get rid of me. So I said, why don't we call it the Pepsi Pena Show? They said, we love it. I said, great. So then it went from there. They plastered my name all over the billboards in San Antonio. We hit television on the first Saturday of 1970. And from then on, it branded me forever. So I am Pepsi Pena now forever. So thank you very much for being here. I want to thank Josh. And, of course, my good man Lee Woods and all the San Antonio crews that are here this morning. Thank you so much. You know, it started when I was about 13 years old. They asked me to write an essay at school, and they said, what do you want to be? I said, I want to be in the entertainment business. That's all I knew. I wanted to do that, whether it was radio, television, production, anything that I could do. And my dreams came true when I stepped into the office of Mr. Alico, who owned KUK Radio. Back when I was a junior in high school, and the look on my face was this: give me a chance. That's all I want, just give me a chance. And he did, and from there I became a program director and a sales manager for that little radio station, made a lot of money. Eventually went to the real estate business, came back to radio again, and during that time I had the Pepsi Pena Show. I had another show in Houston called Henry Pena Las Estrellas. It's been a fantastic ride, and I have a few people that I want to thank. First, my lovely wife. Today, this year, we celebrated 50 years of marriage. I am the oldest of 10 children. Most of my brothers and sisters are here. Thank you very much for being with us over here. And then, of course, my son and my daughter and our grandchildren. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Lee Woods, and, of course, Josh and everybody else who would help me get here from San Antonio. I do have a San Antonio Oldies radio show now. It's called saoldies.com. It's on the internet. Of course, we do a terrestrial show on Sundays at KEDA. And I've got more to say, but I only got 2 minutes, so I can just tell you this. I love the oldies. I cannot get enough of it. I just refuse to grow up. Thank you.